Hello, YouTube. My name is Joshua. This is my video journal series, day 2. And I said in the last video that I bought this movie, Jackass Forever, yesterday. Well, today I actually reviewed it. And I actually watched it, sorry. I'm reviewing it right now. So, I watched this movie. I know a bit about the Jackass series already. I've watched clips of it on YouTube, of their previous movies, their previous works, and I can say this movie, which is already around 4 years old right now, it's actually pretty good. I watched through the movie today. Look, hilarious as all the other movies. I'll say it's like one of the best ones. The opening intro, like the Godzilla-like parody, was just really caught me off guard. But look, it was very, very funny. There were like some stunts that they did in the movie that I thought was like a little bit too squeamish. The bee one, oh my god, I had to look away because it was like too squeamish for me. They had like the bear one. I'm not trying to give away too many spoilers because it is really graphic, and I think you should just watch it for yourself because you know it's Jackass. It's a bunch of people doing a bunch of crazy stuff. But look, the stunts in the movie were very funny, very much like the old series. And, if you're a fan of the series, I'll highly recommend checking out this movie if you haven't already. Um, it's just basically a bunch of guys who do all these crazy, like extreme stunts. Like, there's one scene in the movie where this guy, Johnny Knoxville, he goes in the same ring as a bull and he gets basically charged at by a bull and he like flips over, which is like horrendous. But that's sort of the stunts that these guys do. They deliberately get themselves hurt on purpose for scientific research or comedy, really. But no, very very good movie, and I heard there's another Jackass movie coming out this year. I haven't heard much about it other than I know it's going to be released in a few months from now. I'll review that one when I inevitably watch it in theaters. But yeah, I didn't really do anything interesting today. Pretty much just staying home, watching movies, reading books. More of which I'll go into the following days after this because I'm trying to keep it like one topic per day that I can talk about with you guys. But no, you know, it's only recently that I've been getting into the Jackass series. I guess that's how the Americans call it. But no, it's a very good film series. Obviously, it's not going to be for everyone. It's just for people like me who like seeing this type of, early 2000s edgy sort of style humor. But look, it's a very fun movie. I'll give it like a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 stars. I'm not much of a movie critic, but that's just how I personally enjoyed the movie. But I'm interested to hear what you think about this series in the comments. Um, and I know this is just fairly new series. This is only like the second episode, but I'm interested in hearing what other people have to say about the forms of media and books that I review, or just really anything. And I like collecting movies. I like collecting physical copies of movies because streaming really isn't the same. I think that's like the branching point that I want to get into. Like streaming movies just doesn't really have the same sort of tone or ring to it as collecting a physical Blu-ray, VHS tape, DVD, Betamax, or whatever you use. Because with physical media, you own it, and you just simply grab it off the shelf, you put it into your player. That's it. With streaming, obviously, you can have a Wi-Fi connection to even download the movie, and sometimes titles get delisted or removed off platforms. And the good thing about owning the physical disc is that you get a bunch of like extra features, like behind the scenes, director's commentaries, trailers, deleted scenes. You don't really get that off streaming platforms, which I know most people buy movies so they can watch the actual movie, but it's a nice little bonus when you have all these extras, like collectors, enthusiasts, or just people who really like the series. And even with Blu-ray, even though Blu-rays don't really have a whole lot of extra features as compared to DVDs, because all the DVDs I have, they always have like just the full package, director's commentaries, trailers, yada yada. With Blu-rays, usually they have less features than DVDs, which is, not a bad thing per se. Maybe it is just less content, you know, that was released for the movie, but at least it has something, And this movie, it does have some, you know, behind the scenes. It does have some deleted scenes as extras, and it also comes in like a multitude of different language and audio options, which I think is a lot better. This version is going to be a lot better than the one you see on streaming platforms. But yeah, that's just my thought about this movie, Jackass Forever, and owning physical media. Um, yeah, and I'm excited to review future movies and future stuff on this, I guess, series. Um, and just to conclude, I guess, you know, I'll definitely be checking out other films in this series, and, you know, I'll definitely be rewatching this again. Maybe not within the next couple of weeks or months, but, I'll occasionally revisit it. But no, very good movie, and I hope you all have a great one, and I'll see you tomorrow.